Guys, big show today. So anyone who knows me and knows Ant knows that we're always butting heads when it comes to football. You can tell by the shirt he's wearing that he's an Arsenal fan. Just had the North London derby, just had the Merseyside derby, and Klopp's men have dropped from first to second. Guys, stay tuned as we review the last weekend's fixtures. Welcome to the Sanderson Show. Alright, Ant, welcome on the show. How you doing?
I'm good, Callum. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. This has been a long time in the making, right?
Very long time. Yeah. Well overdue, mate.
I'm happy that you're coming on a weekend where neither of us have won, but neither of us have lost. Because I think if we had lost and you had won, there'd be a lot of smugness right now. and vice versa. So, alright, we'll start with the Man United versus Southampton game. So, Man United ran out 3-2 winners. Comprehensive win in the end. Southampton scored very good goals. The first goal by the right back and then James Ward-Prowse. 2 shots that De Gea couldn't really do much about, and he's the best keeper in my opinion in the world. And then Man United, obviously Lukaku got 2 goals. Hot and cold this season, but as of right now, he's got a better goal to minute ratio than Mohamed Salah. So,
oh really?
Is he starting to pay back the fees? He's starting to find a bit of form. What do you think of Man United at the moment and their hopes for top 4?
I've always said it, Callum, and I think with discussing with you as well, is that on paper, Man United have always been a very good side. So, the sort of football that they're playing now is the sort of football that obviously they've always been capable of doing. It's just that Mourinho obviously putting the brakes on, so to speak. So yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised on the level of form, in all honesty. And obviously they've got the quality to be in the top 4. Lukaku, obviously he's always had the techers and that, but I can't lie, I'm impressed still. Like, he's showing a bit of a strong head to come back to that, because obviously he was on the bench, he was out of favour with Mourinho, so to come back on your craft and pull it in, hats off. And they were 2 good goals.
Very good goals.
2 good
goals. And then obviously Andres Pereira got his goal for Man United as well. He's brilliantly technically, but his contract's up at the end of the season. Do you reckon if Solskjaer stays, do you reckon Pereira will stay? Do you reckon they'll be able to bring in top quality players in the summer?
I think that's down to management, you know, in terms of if Solskjaer stays. And yeah, that's a tricky one. I'm not sure, because we don't know if Solskjaer's staying. And we don't know if they're going to finish in the top 4. It's very tight. There's a lot of teams in it. But what I can say is that was a quality goal. That was that was a sublime finish.
Beautiful finish. So if you were the Man United board, would you keep Solskjaer? Forget about your Arsenal bias. Sorry, do you know, if you know me, you know I'm biased, but this guy here is probably even more biased than I am when it comes to Arsenal, when it comes to Liverpool. So go on, Dan. Let me hear what you got.
No, do you know what? Would I keep? Do you know what? He's probably, you probably have to give him a run because of what he's achieving now, but starting with a team, managing a team at the start of the season, as opposed to coming in after such a bad start, it's always going to be, I think, easier than starting from the bottom or starting from scratch and building. So I think he's paid his dues. Why not? Cool. But then it's just peak if it goes sideways.
That's the challenge though, isn't it? So guys, let me know what you guys think. So Solskjaer keep his job? Do you think Man United will finish top 4? And do you think Lukaku should keep his place in the team? And do you think the dynamic between him and Rashford as a 2 up front works? Or do you think Rashford plays better by himself or Lukaku plays better by himself? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Alright, so now we'll move on to the league leaders, the current league leaders. Who's that? Manchester City, who picked up who picked up a 1-0 win away against Bournemouth, and it was a hard-fought victory. It's their second 1-0 win in a row. Mahrez with the winner. And do you think Man City are going to go on it and win the league from here?
I think so, Callum. I think so. It was Liverpool's to lose, and I think they're losing it now. In all honesty, I'm not even trying it to be funny. But obviously we'll get onto the Merseyside derby, obviously. But yeah, City I think it's City's got this in the bag. Chelsea miles off, United miles off. I'm not even gonna mention Spurs. And boy, something will have to go drastically wrong with City. Do you know what I'm saying? For Liverpool to be in it, but the way Pep sets up his stuff, it's he's a brilliant manager, bro. So yeah, I think City's got this in the bag.
So even though there's a point in it, do you not think Liverpool have a chance at all, or do you just not see Man City faltering from here to the end of the season?
It's difficult to see Man City faltering. I did say at the beginning of the season they would drop points, and they did drop points. Yeah. That's why Liverpool went ahead. But I think there's a shift with City and Pep now, where it's like it's game on now. It's game on now, and if Liverpool had the same sort of mentality, then I'll say it's 50-50, but I just think right now, at the moment anyway, City's got more form than Liverpool.
Fair enough. So, I mean, Kevin De Bruyne came off injured again. He's had a horrible season with injury, stop-start. And me personally, Kevin De Bruyne is one of my favourite players to watch. Do you think that's going to hamper City's chances of maybe doing the quadruple if they've already won the League Cup? Do you think they can do the FA Cup, the Champions League and the League without Kevin De Bruyne if the injuries continue the way they're going?
Kevin De Bruyne was injured at the beginning of the season.
Yes.
Wasn't he?
Yeah.
And they still managed to do what Man City do best.
But Fernandinho's also injured at the moment as well.
Yeah. I'm not taking anything away from De Bruyne, but I think Fernandinho is more critical in the team than De Bruyne. So, in answer to your question, if you're just talking about De Bruyne, I think they still can go on and win more trophies. If it's Fernandinho and he's out, then that could be a bit tricky.
Yeah, I agree. I think Fernandinho is key to Pep Guardiola's system. De Bruyne is a fantastic footballer. He's world class, but
he is.
They can survive, and they've shown that they can survive without him. Without Fernandinho, that's where questions will be asked. So once again, guys, let us know what you think in the comments below. Is City going to kick on from here and win back-to-back Premiership trophies, and will Fernandinho's absence hamper them going forward? Will they be able to get through the rest of the season without Kevin De Bruyne, or will they do the quadruple? Guys, let us know in the comments below. So now, guys, we move on to Maurizio Sarri's Soldiers, Chelsea, and they were able to bounce back-to-back wins. First against Tottenham during the week, so you're happy about that. And then another London team, they beaten Fulham 2-1 away. And Kepa regained his place in the team after that chaotic situation in the League Cup final. Higuain got a goal, Jorginho got a goal, but they still look a little bit shaky. Again, I'll ask you the same question I asked with Man United. Do you think they'll finish in the top four?
Man United's got more chance of finishing in the top four than Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think that to be the case. I don't know what Sarri ball is like, and I'm not even trying to mug it. I don't know what Sarri ball is, so I think that's where it's a bit wobbly. They're hot and cold, Chelsea, hot and cold. So obviously to finish in the top four and to win the league, you got to have consistency, right?
Yeah.
And don't think Chelsea are showing that at the moment. I honestly don't know what Sarri ball is. I don't get their style of play. I don't know what it is.
It's difficult. I mean, at Napoli, he had a system whereby he had Jorginho, he had Hamsik, who was sort of his lynch between attack and midfield, and then he had Allen, who was playing just in the same role that Kante's playing. However, Allen is not as good defensively as Kante, but he's still very good, but he's better attacking than Kante.
Okay.
But for me, what I don't understand is how is Kante, who in my opinion is the world's best defensive midfielder, not playing in his position. But it's difficult with Maurizio Sarri because, I mean, if he doesn't finish top four, would you get rid of him?
I'm sure I read somewhere that Roma was looking at him.
Yeah, because he's very popular in Italy. He's got a brilliant reputation in Italy. Yeah. Now, I'm not a person that likes to see a manager just get sacked willy-nilly, and It's a hard season this season. It's not like there's only 1 or 2 teams in it. There's 6 top teams this season, and they're all vying for different spots. And Sarri's coming at a time where he's lost Courtois and the defense is still a bit shaky. He's changed the system. I would personally give him another season, unless from now until the end of the season things go diabolical. I'd give him another season, but I just don't know if Abramovich will have that patience.
I'll be honest with you. I was surprised when Abramovich took on Sarri at the beginning of the season.
Same.
I was surprised because what has he won?
Yeah.
I think Sarri's just filling the gap until they actually bring in or actual top manager becomes available. I don't know if anyone is available, but I can't see him being there next season if Chelsea don't finish in the top 4.
They could bring in Wenger.
I wouldn't like to see that. I'm just being honest.
Well, I mean,
I wouldn't like to see that. I wouldn't.
I don't think it will happen. I don't think Wenger will do that, and
Yeah,
I don't think
good.
Abramovich will go for Wenger. But
Why wouldn't he go for Wenger?
I don't think it's for him.
Is it?
No,
I don't think it's good
I'm not going to
enough
say
for-
nothing bad about Wenger while you're sitting next to me.
No, I'm just saying. What, do you not think he's good enough?
No, not anymore.
Okay. Alright.
I can't
Is
wait.
he better than Sarri?
Is Wenger better than
Yeah.
Sarri? Yeah, but right now, I'm not talking about Wenger of the 90s and early 2000s. I'm talking about this Wenger. Wenger who throws the water bottle down and can't zip up his jacket. That's the Wenger I'm talking about.
And you need to put some respect on his name.
No, I think him and Sarri are about the same level right now.
Really?
Yeah.
So the type of football that Sarri's trying to play, do you not think that Arsene Wenger can execute that better than Sarri?
No,
Wow. Okay, that's interesting.
I don't. And I personally keep Sarri at the end of the season. They've had back-to-back wins, and they've still got a game in hand.
Chelsea.
Well. Yeah, so top 4's not out of the question. So
It's not alright.
guys, we put it to you: will Chelsea get top 4? Should Sarri stay? Should he go? And is Kepa right to regain his place? Let us know in the comments below. All right, guys. So now we move on to my team, the beloved Liverpool, Klopp's men, and they drew a blank at Everton. It's a game I think we should have won. Everton aren't as good as Liverpool, and you could tell from the reaction of the fans after the final whistle when Everton celebrated like they'd won the league. But all they did was get a draw, so I'm sure that'll make it to a DVD for Everton's end of season progress. But Liverpool drew a blank. I'm disappointed. What do you think of the game?
I think you need to give Everton a bit more respect. I know they're your rivals, but the sort of football, Sigurdsson laying it off wide to
Richarlison.
Yeah, and Richarlison and even Theo when Theo was on, it was quite disgusting to watch. Like, it was disgusting to watch at times, and I was actually shocked as a neutral, not only at Liverpool's lineup, but Liverpool, there was no intensity, and I think that was a Liverpool playing it safe.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, raw, Derby, you have to be up for it regardless, not whoever you got in the midweek or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be up for it. So, I think Everton's got every right to celebrate, bruv, because of the type of football they played and in the manner they kept you at bay.
But Liverpool should have been a couple of goals up. Salah blew some great opportunities in the game, and people are starting to question his form now, starting to question him as a player. What do you think of Salah going forward?
I think that's a bit harsh to question. He was getting questioned at the beginning of the season. He starts netting, everyone starts singing his praises, and then what? It's 2-3 games.
Yeah.
I would say just allow it. It's the 2-3 games, bruv. Like, he's in the top 3 goal scorers, or is he the top?
I think either him or Kane. I can check right now.
It's him, Kane, and Aubameyang. I think the top 3 or thereabouts in it.
Aguero's top goal scorer.
Oh wow!
Aguero's top, Salah second, and Pierre and Kane equal. Sadio Mane's actually got 14 in the league. I didn't realise that.
So where's Salah? Sorry.
Salah's second.
Okay, so
1 point, one goal off Aguero.
Yeah, so like, give him a break.
I'm not saying these things. For me, when it comes to Salah, I don't think he's a natural goal scorer. Hear me out. He scores goals. He's a good goal scorer, but I don't think he's natural. And the reason I say that is, if you look at players like Aguero, Thierry Henry, Fowlers, Andy Coles, these sort of players, when they're one-on-one with the goalkeeper, you fear for the goalkeeper. Same with Harry Kane. Same with
Harry Kane's not in that league.
No, he is. Same with Aubameyang.
Oh, we'll
same
talk
with
about
Aubameyang.
that.
Yeah, same with
but
Aubameyang.
Kane is not in that league of proper players.
If Kane's one-on-one with a goalkeeper, do you think Kane's going to score?
Kane's not in that crop.
No. Answer the question.
No, I don't care, bro. Kane's not in that level. He's overrated. He's a good footballer. He's a good striker, but he's overrated. You can't compare Harry Kane to the likes of Henry.
No, I'm not. No, he's not as good as they were.
No.
But
Kane has only got. Kane is only. You know what Kane is? Kane is a poor man's. I was gonna say Shearer, but Shearer is even more quality than that. Kane is like a poor man's.
This is the Arsenal in you coming.
No. Kane is a poor man's Sheringham. I'll say a poor man's Sheringham. And I'm just being honest. So ball to feet, he's got techers who drill it, and he can play a pass, yeah. But in terms of dribbling, touch, like a bit of, he can't play. He's. I'm not even criticising him. This is just my opinion. I'm gonna keep it as constructive as possible, yeah. He's overrated in what he does. He does his job, and he does his jobs well. And his job's to score goals. Cool, he scores goals. But in terms of an all-round striker, in terms of the list of plays, you've just Fowler, dribbler. He will run in between, man. Pelt at bottom corner. He hasn't got that about him.
So do you think he's a better finisher than Salah?
So sorry. Going back to your point, I still think Salah is a natural goal scorer, but he's not a striker, is he? He's a winger, but give him the ball in the 16-yard box, he knows where to put it. He knows.
I disagree. I think he's an instinct finisher. I think if he has time on the ball and he's one of the goalkeeper and he's got a lot of time to think about it, I don't think he'll score. The 2 times he went for on goal, not once did I think this is going to be in.
But is Messi a natural goal scorer?
Yeah.
So, But
Messi's got a variety of ways he can finish.
And you don't think Salah has that?
I don't.
Really?
I don't. And I love Salah. Salah's one of my favourite players, but I just... When I see him play, I think, yes, he can score a goal. He can make something happen out of nothing. I never go into a game thinking Salah definitely won't score in this game. But if I see him running one-on-one with a goalkeeper...
He's beating that keeper.
I don't always feel like he will.
But if he wasn't a natural goal scorer, why has he got more goals than Harry Kane this season?
Because Harry Kane's been injured more and he's taken penalties. You've got to take into consideration everything. But we'll get back to Salah. But in terms of Liverpool's overall play, I think Klopp got it massively wrong yesterday, especially the substitutions. And again, I'm one of Klopp's biggest fans. But Klopp, for me, I'm not going to use the word bottle. I'm not using.
No, there is bottle there.
No, I'm not using.
He's a decent manager. He's a top manager,
not,
but there's a bit of bottle there in terms of playing it safe.
I think he just got it very wrong yesterday. I don't get the logic of bringing on Milner and Lallana. I didn't get that.
I didn't get your starting midfield. Your starting midfield was Henderson, Wijnaldum, and Fabinho. That's very defensive.
I get that. I agree with that.
Shaqiri on the bench.
Yeah, I get.
Was Keita on the bench?
Keita was on the
bench. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Because
you've seen Keita, Shaqiri, and Fabinho. That's a disgusting mid. Yeah, you got Shaqiri's quick creativity. Keita bombing box to box.
Wijnaldum's been our best midfielder this season, so he can't be dropped. Henderson's our captain, and he actually had a really good game yesterday, Henderson. But I wouldn't have started Henderson personally. I would have gone with Fabinho. I'd have gone with Wijnaldum, Fabinho, and personally Naby Keita.
Yeah. Well, that's your starting.
That would have been mine. Yeah. So, and then the substitutions just completely ruined the game. Lallana's not a forward anymore. And Milner was so sloppy when he came on. He doesn't offer that creativity. So I think that's where Klopp got it wrong.
Why did he get it wrong?
Because he shouldn't have brought those players on. I think Origi, if you're going to take off Origi, you can't bring on Lallana and Milner. It doesn't make sense.
Do you know what I think? I think he had 1 eye on the Champions League.
But that's not until the following week. That's not even this week.
Is it? I thought it was Tuesday, Wednesday.
No, not this week. We're next week. So there's no excuses for the substitution.
Well, I don't know. But when I was watching it, I thought, well, maybe he's trying to save. I think he underestimated Everton with his choice selection.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe a bit obvious, and he thought he had enough quality, obviously, in his starting lineup to do the damage, because obviously he still had Mane and Salah there.
Yeah.
Rested Firmino. So maybe he was a bit arrogant
maybe.
in his approach to the game.
Maybe. It's just a shame because obviously that's an opportunity we've missed out on. So obviously we've asked this question already. You think City are going to win the league? If Klopp and Liverpool don't win the league this season, do you agree that Klopp should? Do you think Klopp should go, or do you think he should stay?
Klopp's the best manager Liverpool's had for a while.
Since Rafa.
Yeah, since Rafa. So I think the board's got to ask questions based on the money that's been spent on players. Even though a lot of that money was recouped after the sale of Firmino, you're still using that money to bring in assets in it to win you things, yeah. And the sad truth is that I can't see you winning anything because you're out of the FA Cup, innit?
Yeah.
Caribou's been won.
Yeah.
So you just got Champions League, and Champions League's you've got the ability. I just don't know if the players have the cojones, bruv. And that's not even being disrespectful. That's just like,
yeah, I can't disagree with you at the moment. I think we are lacking that creative midfielder to just that player who can break a team down. Someone, dare I say it, someone like a Coutinho. I think we are missing that type of player right now.
But when Coutinho left, you lot stepped up.
We did because we had Ox.
So isn't Ox come back from injury?
Yeah, but to put all your eggs in that basket, remember coming back off a knee injury is no joke, and you can't just throw him straight back in the team and expect him to hit full pelt again. Personally,
I'd give Klopp one more season, but I don't know if the board will do that. Probably will do because obviously he's improved.
Yeah.
Season on season, but you have to ask the question.
Yeah.
If you're not winning anything, you got big centre back, big keeper.
Yeah, yeah.
You got the best attack in the Prem.
Well, we haven't this season. We've got the best defence, and that's what's changed from last season. Last season we had the best attack and worst defence. This season we've got the best defence and good attack, as opposed to if we had the attack from last season with this defence.
So what attack has changed? It's Mane, Firmino and Salah.
But they just not scored as many goals. We've just kept a lot more clean sheets.
Is Fekir coming in the summer? I saw something.
I hope so, but I don't see Klopp going out and getting on number 10 now. Because we've got Shaqiri, and Shaqiri's not even getting game time.
Shaqiri's decent as well.
Very decent.
You've got a decent squad. I think you've got a decent squad.
We've got a decent squad, but we haven't got the same depth that City have got. And that's
no one has.
But that's what I'm saying. We're going against the creme de la creme here. Like any other Premier League season, we'd probably be walking it right now. But we're up against City, who have just got wealth of talent throughout their ranks.
You can say that, but your team has had an opportunity to take it, and you haven't taken it. It was like Arsenal in the season where everyone else, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United were rebuilding. That was the opportunity for us to win the league. And then we didn't take it.
Yeah.
Leicester took it. So this is what it is.
Well, guys, you can see the disappointment in me. Ant's loving it. Guys, what do you guys think? Do you think this is it for Liverpool? Will they be able to bounce back from the last few results? This 5 draws in 7 games. Can they turn it around? Can they make a charge for the league? Does Klopp stay in the summer if Liverpool don't win anything? Guys, let me know in the comments below. So North London couldn't be separated. A chaotic game, especially the last 10 minutes. Finished 1-1. Arsenal hard done by. Tottenham picked up a point. Still above Arsenal in the league. Is North London red or is it white?
First of all, North London will always be red. Yeah, I just travelled from North to come see, bro. So that's the first thing I want to go.
Why will it always be red? Because you've not finished above them in the last couple of seasons.
Okay. I just want to get something off my chest, if that's alright. Yeah. This current Tottenham team in the last 2-3 seasons haven't achieved more than Arsenal for the last 15 years, 20 years, which is finishing in the top 4, yeah? So, North London will stay red until Tottenham bring some silver to that toilet seat of the stadium. it's just let's just be real about it. Let's just be real about it, because all this talk about Spurs is better than Arsenal and stuff, I can't take it seriously.
So if they finish above you again this season, you don't think they're better than you?
Okay, let me ask you a question. No, let me ask you a question. Man United, that's Man United. They had a poor start to the season. Their form was rubbish.
Yeah.
They've improved. Now they got a chance in finishing in the top 4 and maybe finishing
third.
Third, maybe. Yeah. Is Man United better than Tottenham?
If they finish above Tottenham, then yes.
So you're saying if a team finishes above another team, they're better than that team? Because if you want to stick to that definition,
no, I know we're going to say about Leicester, because obviously that was an anomaly. I'm saying that consistently, yes, because they finished above Tottenham last season as well, and they would have finished above Tottenham this season if they get third.
Okay. So you're going on. If we're going on based on,
I'm going on.
If you're going on
a couple seasons.
If you want to go on the past couple of seasons,
yeah.
Spurs have been playing better than Arsenal. That's obvious.
And have been better. Like Liverpool have been better. Like, that's not up for debate. We've given you spankings over the last couple of years. Don't let me get the Firmino mask on. I'll get it.
Alright, cool. Alright, all I'm gonna say, all I'm gonna say is you're looking at positions in league. North London's red because Arsenal visited, if we look at the facts, Arsenal visited Tottenham. No, Tottenham visited Arsenal at the beginning of the season. Got smacked up. We visited Wembley. We're smacking them up. But due to the facts, I'm talking facts, an offside, which was given as a penalty.
Poor officiating.
Yeah. Came away with a draw. And we were still the better team in that game. So if we're visiting Tottenham on both occasions and doing the business, then based on that form and those facts on those fixtures, North London's red.
Alright, so let me throw it back at you now. If, let's say, Liverpool lost to City, we only lost to City, so I can't even use Liverpool as an example. So let's say, I don't know, 5th place in the league beats 1st place in the league two games in the season. They do them back to back, at home and away. Is the 5th place team better than the 1st place team?
That's different. And I'll tell you why that's different. Because we're talking about a derby and we're talking about North London. So in the context of North London and the derby sort of fixture and who's hot and who's not, Arsenal, North London is red. Yeah? Obviously Liverpool's got beat by lower league teams. We've been there, seen that. We've seen
Where's
that.
this come from?
No, I'm just saying we've seen that. But I'll never turn around and say, okay, there's one for you.
That's bloody cheeky.
Burnley beat Tottenham the other day.
Yeah.
I'm not going to turn around and say Burnley's a better football team than Tottenham.
But that'd be silly statements, mate. Because
exactly.
look where Burnley are in the league.
Right. So look at where Arsenal's in the league and look at where Tottenham's in the league, and it's quite a small gap.
Now it is, yeah.
I said to you, for the whole season, Tottenham's going to drop points.
Yeah.
And what's happening? Tottenham's dropping points.
Yeah.
Because they're not good enough.
Because they lack in squad depth.
I'm not gonna use this terminology, squad depth. I'm just gonna say that they're not good enough.
You hate Tottenham, innit?
No, I'm trying to speak facts, bruv. And like all this talk about Tottenham being a better team than Arsenal, it's ludicrous.
So you don't rate Tottenham at all?
Tottenham have improved. I can only take Tottenham seriously if they win some silverware. Arsenal was a laughing stock for seasons and seasons, yet we were finishing top 4 and picking up the odd FA Cup.
Here we go.
No, but it's facts. Your show is about facts.
No.
So I'm giving you facts.
Alright, but this is my thing with Arsenal. Look at where Arsenal were and look at where they are now. Look at where Tottenham were and look at where they are now. Arsenal were competing for league titles and doubles and let's be honest, the days of Thierry Henry and Bergkamp and special. Some of the best football I've seen in my life. Some of the best football I'll ever see in my life.
Good. Is it better than Liverpool's current football?
Yes.
Good answer.
It is. No, it is. It's facts. It's facts. I mean, what I saw Henry and Bergkamp doing, Vieira, Gilberto, Silva, all these
It's heavenly
phenomenal.
still.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah. Seventh heaven. That's what one of the commentators called it.
Yeah,
Just
they did. They did.
there.
No, they did. They did. But then
It's different. It's different. Yeah, it's different.
But they went
different.
They went from that to the Nelson in midfield. Hleb, Pascal.
Hleb's decent.
You're right. He is.
Hleb's decent.
He just was part of that team that beat you lot, innit? Was it Batty they called, innit?
I don't have that one.
You fell into that one.
But we're through to the next round, so shit happens.
No. But do you know what? At the end of the day, my thing is this: in the game, you 100%, in my opinion, got robbed, and I think it was poor officiating, which is why I'm such an advocate for VAR. I think it needs to come in now because the standard of refereeing in this country is absolutely woeful. It's woeful. Torreira's challenge, I'll be honest, and you know this as well because we're in the WhatsApp group. When it first happened, I said it was definitely a red. Every time I've watched it,
think it was a red. You know?
No. Since I've watched it, I stand corrected. It definitely wasn't a red card.
Yeah.
It wasn't a red card. Rose's challenge on the goalkeeper, that's a red.
That's a red card.
That's a red. But so is Xhaka's on Kane. Don't, and because that's one of your tackles. That's one of your tackles, but it's a red card.
That.
You can't remember.
No, but there's something Kane did. There's something Kane. I don't know why Kane gets all this praise.
Oh no, he's the golden boy.
Yeah,
I don't like the way the media treat Kane. It's disgusting. Like they're up his bum, but it is what it is. But Xhaka should have been sent off.
I think that was fair.
What, Xhaka's challenge?
Yeah.
No. Oh, my days, I can't believe you said this.
Yeah.
Xhaka should have been sent off, everyone. Yeah. You know it, I know it. Yeah. Only
he had a great game. Xhaka had a great game.
He did have a good game, but he should have been sent off. So
sometimes you've got to show the man where you are.
No, but alright, if Xhaka gets sent off in the 17th minute, it's a different game, right?
But he didn't.
You're right, but if he does, it's a different game.
If that's like me saying if Aubameyang didn't miss that penalty, it would have been a different game.
Yeah, it's true.
If Harry Kane's offside was called offside, which it should have been, it would have been a different game.
And also, Aubameyang's penalty should have been retaken because Vertonghen encroached in the box. So
it's all coming out.
All in all, it was really poor. It was really poor. So, alright.
So what do you think? Is it North London red or is it blue?
I think North London right now is white. And the reason I say that is because the last couple of seasons they've been consistently better than you. But I do rate Unai Emery.
Yeah.
I do rate. I'm starting to think Leno is becoming a good goalkeeper.
He's quality.
I still don't think he's in the top 4 of the league.
Top 4 keepers.
Yeah. But we've got some fantastic goalkeepers in our league, so that's...
He doesn't have to be.
No, you're right. Yeah. You're right. Defence is a shambles.
Who, Arsenal's?
Yeah.
I think with the addition of Socrates coming back...
The defence is still a shambles.
But you say that, but look how we held up against Tottenham.
But look what happened against Liverpool.
What happened against Liverpool, bro? That was 0-0, innit?
No, it's fuck, but we beat you 5-1 at Anfield.
Well, this season? I think you're confused with last season.
And we didn't spank you 5-1. We were on the phone to each other at certain points, bro. Don't try it.
No, I'm not trying it.
Well,
Didn't we play it? You came.
We came to Emirates and it was 1-1.
1-1, yeah?
Mane had a goal disallowed when it shouldn't have been offside.
Was it 5-1, yeah?
5-1, and a clean 5-1 as well. Remember, you got the first goal. Nate, don't try it, bro. So this is what I mean about your defence.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they're improving. They're improving, man. Like we had. Remember, we were plagued with injuries as well.
Everyone's been injured this season.
No, the back line. Like obviously the caliber of the back line isn't there, but it's not as.
You remind me of Liverpool's defence under Brendan Rodgers. That's what you remind me of. You can pull out a nil. You can pull out a clean sheet, but always give the team a chance. You always give them a chance. You dare I say, you need someone like a Virgil van Dijk. You get that, your whole defence changes.
I don't think there's anyone like that in the market, like known of. I think you just got to scoop them upcoming.
Yeah, you have
sometimes. But I think the future of that defence is Socrates and Was it Mavropoulos?
Yeah. And what about Holding though?
Holding, he's quite flexible. I think them three basically is the future, but it's Socrates plus one of those. And for me, it has to be Mavropoulos because he shows a bit more aggression and tenacity, which we need. And I think they're both Greek, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to have that understanding there as well.
Yeah.
And then...
midfield now. Midfield. I'll be honest. if Guendouzi and Torreira stay and they continue on the trajectory that they're on, you've got two solid midfielders for years to come. I rate them both extremely high.
Torreira, yeah.
And I know
I'm a bit hot and cold with Guendouzi.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No, I rate him highly.
Yeah, no, he's got bags of potential. I think he gives the ball away a bit too easily.
I get that.
He's brave,
yes,
which is what you need.
That's
the best quality.
Yeah.
But I think one of the managers said it, or I heard someone say it on Match of the Day. No, was it Brendan Rodgers? Or one of these managers said it, that desire and courage... No, I think it was Scott Parker, actually, for Fulham. He said desire can't just win you games alone, or a bit of bravery or whatever. You have to have quality. And I think that's what he lacks. Because he almost made a mistake. I think it was against Southampton or something, where he turned his back to goal. And that sort of stuff, at that level... Just got
See, again, I probably can say this because I'm not affiliated to Arsenal, but I watch him play, and how old is he? What, 19, 20?
Yeah.
I think he's very mature for his age.
Yeah,
I think he loses the ball, but he loses the ball trying to do the right things. He's always trying to make penetrating passes. In the Man City game he played, he was the only one who looked like he wanted the ball and he was up for the fight. And to do that at 19 against a team like Man City,
definitely.
So I rate him. Torreira, obviously, special talent.
Yeah.
If he continues on the way he's going, he's going to be good. You're losing Ramsey, obviously. Ozil's staying.
That's a big loss.
Yeah, it is. And his finish at the weekend has gone under the radar. That was an excellent finish.
Yeah, it was.
Like, he sat the goalkeeper down, composure personified. Ozil. I know you'd give your kidney for Ozil.
Careful, because this is going on YouTube.
Do you think Ozil should stay at Arsenal, or do you think he needs to be replaced now?
My honest answer to that is, if you're going to replace Ozil, you need to show me who's out there that can
fill the void.
Fill the void in terms of his creative, attacking, what he gives to the team in that area. Obviously, box to box pressing and all that kind of stuff. Blah blah blah. I think there's tons of that out there. You just have to pick the right character. But in terms of quality, because it's not a joke. His quality is not a joke.
No, I
don't know who's out there that can replace him. If someone could show me some players,
James Rodriguez, Fekir, Isco.
Are they on his quality? Did you say he's?
I think they're better.
Is it?
Yeah.
You think they're better than Ozil?
I've gone on record and said I think Ozil's overrated. I think he's good on his day, but I don't think that day happens often enough, and I think everything has to work in sequence for him to have a good game. I don't think he's one of those players that if you're having a bad game, he's gonna just lift up the team and just drive forward like Gerrard used to do.
Yeah, but I was gonna say that
Gerrard.
it's a different character. You're talking about character, and Ozil. That's not what Ozil brings to Arsenal. He brings a special attacking quality in it. So it's like, I'll be honest with you, I haven't watched Isco and Fekir, those players you mentioned, for a little while, so I'll need to refresh my memory what they're about. But I would need to see. He's not that guy to pick up the team. Like, it'd probably be like I would have said Ramsey, but Ramsey's going, so eat your Torreira, bruv. Like, that will just get stuck in. And does Ozil need to be that guy to pick up the team? And I think that's where everyone gets it wrong and twisted. He's not that guy to pick up that team. He's the guy to do that. Thread it through, perfectly weighted to Aubameyang to finish. That's what his job is.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I think where modern day football is now, I think you've got to have more about your game than that if you're going to be playing regularly in a top team and impacting regularly as well. Hence why you look at City. Remember, De Bruyne can do just what you just said about Ozil, but he can also defend. He can also dribble with the ball. He can tackle. Same with Bernardo Silva. Same with David Silva. David Silva not with the whole tackling as much, but if you're saying to me
enough.
If you're saying to me who am I taking, David Silva or Ozil, for me it's not even a question. It's Silva all day, and I think that's where Ozil lacks. But it's going to be interesting. I think in the summer, I mean, attacking wise, Lacazette and Aubameyang, yes, they missed their chances the weekend, but we both know they're quality strikers.
Yeah.
So on that front. Maybe you could do with a winger as well, someone who can drive a defence.
Yeah, I would say we would need a winger more so than maybe replacing Ozil.
I agree with that.
And it needs to be a winger with pace and that's got an end product, because although we bless him, he puts in mad work and he's getting better, but that's what you see what I'm saying about quality.
Yeah. He lacks that.
Lacazette and Aubameyang need that quality.
Yeah,
you need that quality. If you're not getting that quality, they're isolated, and you see that in the game. Mkhitaryan, he's getting, Mkhitaryan's always been Mkhitaryan, but his form is better than what it is. But he hasn't got that. He's not that winger that drives. And you know what I mean. It's not that. It's more cut inside, slow the game down.
Yeah, it's not committing players. You're not committing players. Whereas City have got Sterling, Sane, Mahrez.
You see what I'm saying?
Jesus.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
We've got Salah. We've got Mane.
You see what I'm saying?
You need at least one player in your team that can commit a defender, and I think that's where Arsenal lack, and I think that's where Chelsea lack as well. Obviously Hazard can do it, but Hazard blows so hot and cold, it's unreal.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think Hazard's just like that because of what's going on with Sarri in the team.
Maybe
Hazard's,
but he's quality, but he blows hot and cold for me. I think there's games where I want him to step up and he doesn't.
I think he's on his way out.
Yeah, I think so. So to wrap up with the North London derby, who's finishing above who? Arsenal or Tottenham?
Arsenal, man. Arsenal. I'm saying Arsenal. Tottenham's got City, Liverpool away. They got a harder run of games than we do. We have to win our games to put it on, and I think it's more likely, if we get United, if we can beat United like a 1-0 or something, then anything's possible from there. We're more likely to finish above Tottenham than Tottenham are to finish above us based on the run of games.
Well, you heard it from Ant. I think Tottenham are going to finish above Arsenal. I don't think Arsenal are going to get top 4. I'm probably going to get strangled after doing this video now. I've said that, but if this is the last time you guys see me, thank you very much for watching the Sanderson show today. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And thank you very much for joining me.
Pleasure.
Don't strangle me. Guys, love you all. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.